Hello and welcome to my magical readathon TBR. Before I start this video, you might notice that I have a more pronounced lisp. Again. I recently got elastics again, and these weird... I don't know if anyone watching has had Invisalign before, but there's this thing called buttons that they can put on your teeth, and they're on the back of my teeth as well as in the front, and it just makes me have a lisp. I can't do anything. So it is what it is. This is what I sound like, so if you're bothered by lisps, I'm really sorry. It is finally time for the autumn equinox. I will leave all the information about the readathon in the description as usual, but I'm so excited. Hopefully it will go better than every other time. I say this every single time I film a TBR, but I think this time it's doable because I've been nice to myself. Oh, that sounded really lispy. I want to be a necromancer, for anyone who is new here and does not know my magical readathon journey. I've already completed the first year. I don't remember what the levels are called, but whatever. So because I want to be a necromancer, I have 5 different classes I need to complete for the autumn equinox. Some of them I have to read more than 1 book for. So yeah, let's get into my TBR. The first class that I have to take as an aspiring necromancer is animal studies. I need to get an O, which I think is ordinary, which is introduction to domestic creatures, which is a pet pick, which I will use a clip that I will film later because currently I don't have my dogs in my house because I'm free for the day. Here you go. Here's the clip. It is time to choose a book, dog. She's out of frame, but I'm gonna put some treats on the books. They're the exact same treats. I don't know if she will react because she's half asleep, but okay. Scissor! Hold on. They do not care. Yeah. She is so confused.
Scooties, scooties, scooties.
Yummy. So she has chosen normal people, which is the one I was least excited about. Thank you for your service, Miss Thing that's hiding under my desk now. Thank you. Were you good? You were so good. Yeah. Good night. Go back to sleep. Whatever book they chose, I'm reading that. The next class I need to take as a necromancer is spells and incantations. I had to focus myself to not sound too lispy, which I need to get a Q for, which is 2 books. So for no, it's charm, the prompt, like name, which is to read a manga, a comic, or a graphic novel, which is super easy for me. I love that. So I'm finally gonna read Watakoi. I'm using the first book assigned to this prompt, but I'm probably going to read all of them in August, so I'm really excited, but I will be using this for my O for spells and incantations. Holy Jesus, I sound so horrific. I'm so sorry. For those who don't know what this is about, it's about 2 friends that are colleagues, and they are otakus, which is gamers basically in Japanese, and it's very like, it's not frowned upon, but people judge people who are gamers there, at least in this book. I don't know what it is in real life. I'm not Japanese. So the main character, the girl, is complaining that it's really hard to date as a gamer because you can't tell the other person that you are a gamer, so you have to like do your gaming in secret. So they decide to date each other because they're both gamers, and it's really cute. I love it. I'm excited to read it. And for a Q in spells and incantations, which is Incantation Black Flame, is to read a book with a black cover or a flame on the cover. And for that I will be choosing The First Girl Child by Amy Harmon, which this is a black book. It might be gray-ish, but it's black. From what I remember, it's about this family that is cursed to not have girl children. And so the main character is a guy, I think, and he has inhuman strength, and his purpose is to protect the first girl child. And literally that's all I know. I don't know anything about this. I don't even remember why I got this in the first place. But I'm gonna read it. So that's it for spells and incantations. The next class I need to take is Conjuration, which I need to read 3 books for, which are O, Q, and D for distinguished. So for O, which is Ghostly Etiquette, I have to read a book that has a court or is about royalty or something. What book do you think of when you think of court? Yeah. I'm finally gonna read this, hopefully. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I only have the first 3 books and the companion, which I technically is the 4th book, which is the Frost and Starlight, whatever it's called. Maybe I'll just read the first one, but from what my friend told me, these first 4 are like together, and then the 5th one, I forgot the name of it. I think it's Silver Flames. That one is about another character in this book, so you can read it like separately. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this, from what I know, is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I'm not sure, but I'm extremely excited. For Q, which is Spirit Communications, is to read a book that's set or inspired by a different country than yours, or culture than yours. And I'm Portuguese, so this is just whichever book. Literally any romance book could do, because they're always set in America or the UK and I don't live there. But I think I'm just gonna go with an easy one, which, shocker, is book 2 of Watakoi, because this is set in Japan, which is a very different culture from European culture. So yeah, I'm gonna do myself a favor and make it an easy book. These characters are goals. Love them. And for Distinguished, which is a free spirit, it is to read a book that has been self-published. And I have looked through all the books that I own. All of them have a little publisher thing at the bottom. So I don't think I have a book that has been self-published, except a kind of like cheating moment, which is the Atlas 6. According to Google, this book was originally self-published, but now it's been republished by Tor, I think. Macmillan? I don't know. But according to Google, this was originally self-published, so I'm going to use this for that prompt, even though I'm kind of cheating. But I swear, either I'm stupid or I don't have... Look for yourself. If you see a book that is self-published that I'm too idiotic to see, please tell me and I will read that instead. But for now, this is that. The next class I need to take is Restoration, where I only need to read 1 book, which is an O, which is Induced Sleep, which is to start a book before bed. And I could leave this to be a mood read, but I am going to choose a book. It might change, but I'm going to choose a book for now. Which is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert, because this is a really short book. It's a romance. I could probably read it in one sitting at night, so I'm doing myself another favor. And this, I think, is about 2 ex-best friends. I'm not sure that go to work at the same camp, so they need to work together, or they go to a camp and need to work together, something like that. And the final class I need to take to be a necromancer this year is Demonology, and I also only need to read 1 book, which is Introduction to Low-Level Demons, which is to read the first book I see on a social media, basically. I don't know if I should go on Instagram, because TikTok is out of it, because it's gonna be 4th wing and I don't have that. And I'm not gonna buy books for this, because I have enough. So it might have to be Goodreads, and if that goes wrong, I'll go to Instagram. So we're gonna go to Goodreads, and we're gonna scroll, which is gonna be an adventure. So I'm gonna just find the first want to read that I own. I'm never gonna find something. Oh my god. Why? Well, okay, cool. So I guess I'm reading The Lord of the Rings. Cool. Do I have to read this? So I have to read that before this? Because this was what, I guess. So I'm reading The Lord of the Rings. Cool. Lovely. Great. I'm not really that mad about it because I really need to read these. I think these are also on my 10 books to read this year, so just the first one. So helping, maybe, if I actually get to it. I'm gonna kill myself. Lovely, great. If you don't know what this is about, there's movies. You have to know what this is. So these, plus whatever book my dogs choose, whichever dog I choose to choose, that was a lot of choose, are all the books that I'm planning to read in August. Obviously, I will try to read all of the Watakoi manga. I am going to. Yeah, this is gonna be a lovely time. I love that. Honestly, I can't be mad, honestly. The Hobbit, it's fine. Hopefully this time I don't stress too much to complete my reading, because I have enough stress in my life. But those are all the books that I'm planning to read in August. I love Magical Readathon. I will always participate even if I fail it. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next word video. Bye!